college guys are all alike. All you really care about is getting laid.
Behold the rise of the Pocket Protector Army. Revenge of the Nerds from 1984 wasn't just a goofy college comedy. It was a full-scale geek rebellion that turned social outcasts into silver screen legends. With wild pranks, unforgettable characters, and a talent show that changed movie history, it's no wonder this cult classic refuses to fade. But behind the suspenders and burps, the real story is way, way weirder. Let's dive into 20 bizarre facts you didn't know about Revenge of the Nerds. 1. The movie was inspired by real frat rivalries. Writers Steve Zacharias and Jeff Buhai based the story on their own experiences as self-proclaimed nerds who never quite fit in during college. They were constantly overshadowed by loud, aggressive frat guys and wanted to flip the script. So they wrote a comedy where the geeks fought back, took the house, and came out on top. It was payback in pocket protectors, and it worked. 2. Filming on a real campus led to tension with Greek officials. The University of Arizona allowed the movie to film on campus, but once Greek leaders read the script, panic set in. They feared it would be another Animal House-style disaster. Director Jeff Canoe met with them and promised the film had heart, not just chaos. His pitch worked, the Greeks backed down, and the nerds officially took over campus, at least on camera. 3. The set felt like a real college party. Ted McGinley, who played Stan Gable, said filming felt less like a movie and more like Frat Life 2.0. They watched dailies with real college students, had pizza and beer on deck, and partied between takes. McGinley joked he was embarrassed by the title at first, but once the good times rolled, he thought, it can't get better than this. For once, the jocks and nerds agreed. This was fun. 4. Booger and Takashi's scenes were mostly improvised. Booger and Takashi weren't meant to be a duo, but Curtis Armstrong and Brian Tochi had such great chemistry.
Takashi, now show me your cards.
Okay, 2 and 4 kings. That's good, yes?
No, you got too many kings.
Oh.
The director told them to make something up. The iconic poker scene, created on the spot with a deck of cards from the prop team. It worked so well that every time they appeared together, they were told to improvise something new. 5. Booger's belch was created using a camel sound. Curtis Armstrong couldn't burp on command, so the sound team got creative. They layered a human belch with a bizarre animal recording, a camel in distress. The result? A 7-second monster burp that stole the scene. Armstrong later joked, "It wasn't me, it was a camel." Movie magic at its weirdest. And yes, it got actual applause in some theaters. 6. Curtis Armstrong wrote a backstory for Booger, and it got personal. To flesh out Booger, Armstrong wrote a character bio. Years later, he realized he'd accidentally written about himself, shy, insecure, and awkward growing up.
Won't even be a fraternity. I say we blow the fuckers up.
Oh, we can't do that.
Booger's habits were exaggerated, but the emotional core? Pure Curtis. Turns out, the grossest nerd had real heart. 7. A Dallas test screening almost killed the movie. While the film tested great in Las Vegas, the Dallas screening bombed. Southern audiences weren't into nerds winning, or the film's diverse cast flipping frat culture. Fox panicked, cut the marketing budget, and limited the release to just 364 theaters. But word of mouth spread fast, and Revenge of the Nerds slowly turned into a cult classic nobody saw coming. 8. Poindexter was originally named after the prop guy. When Timothy Busfield auditioned, his character was called Lipschultz, named after the film's prop master. But the real Lipschultz didn't love the joke, so the name was changed to Poindexter. Busfield went all in for the audition, showing up in full nerd gear from a thrift store and dancing to Beat It. That bold move sealed the deal. He got the part instantly. 9. Anthony Edwards used the sequel money to buy a pool. Edwards didn't want to return for Nerds 2, but the paycheck convinced him. He filmed just a few scenes.
Human.
Oh, it's not human. Only humans can be inhuman. Here, let me show you.
earned more than expected and used the money to build a pool in his backyard. He even nicknamed it the Nerds 2 Pool. A brief appearance turned into one of the chillest paydays of his career. 10. A remake was shut down 2 weeks into filming. In 2006, Fox tried rebooting Revenge of the Nerds with Adam Brody and Jenna Dewan, but after just 2 weeks, production was shut down. Emory University pulled out as a filming location. And execs weren't happy with the early footage. Just like that, the Nerds were canceled before they even got a chance to rise again. 11. Booger wasn't thrilled about picking his nose. Curtis Armstrong originally auditioned for Gilbert, but producers pushed him toward Booger. At first, he resisted, saying, "I'm not picking my nose on camera." But over time, he embraced the chaos.
Praise, but why do they call you Booger?
I don't know.
While fans assumed he was Booger in real life, Armstrong says the character is nothing like him, just one unforgettable nose-picking detour in his career. 12. Some actors only took the job for the money. Back in 1984, Nerd wasn't a cool label. Timothy Busfield and Robert Carradine admitted they weren't excited about the script and mostly signed on for the paycheck. Even director Jeff Kanu joked he pitched the movie as one I'd be embarrassed to have my name on. Safe to say, they changed their minds. 13. Carradine stayed in nerd character before filming. He moved into the campus early with only nerd clothes.
No. Guy, we really need some help.
After getting weird looks for days, he barely left his room. Method acting or social experiment. Either way, it worked. 14. Poindexter's glasses were so thick, Busfield needed a guide. Timothy Busfield's oversized glasses looked perfect on camera, but in real life they were practically blinders. He couldn't see where he was going and needed someone to guide him during walking scenes. Between the huge lenses and his stiff costume, he said he felt like he was trapped inside a nerd suit with no visibility. 15. Some cast members played their own instruments. During the epic talent show scene, not everyone was faking it. Curtis Armstrong and Michelle Mayrink actually played their instruments live on set. Only Timothy Busfield had to fake his electric violin solo. His version was dubbed later. Still, the cast brought enough real energy to make the performance feel completely authentic and totally unforgettable. 16. Trilambs became a real-life fraternity. In 2006, students at the University of Connecticut created a real Lambda chapter, named after the film's fictional frat. It's co-ed, pop culture focused, and unaffiliated with the traditional Greek system. No hazing, no jocks, just full-on nerd pride.
Okay, everybody ready? Okay, I focus now. I set timer.
What started as a movie gag became a legit community for outcasts, gamers, and proud weirdos. 17. James Cromwell's nerd laugh wasn't his. Cromwell improvised the laugh on set, but at the premiere, his ex-wife instantly recognized it. It was hers.
Not as good looks. And you got a great sense of humor.
He had unknowingly copied her, and that spontaneous laugh became a legendary comedy moment. 18. Stan Gable was supposed to be a secret nerd. In an early version of the script, Stan Gable had a secret. He was a nerd too. After losing the talent show, he was supposed to confess that he hid his true self out of fear. The scene was cut, but Ted McGinley said it gave his final look a deeper meaning, envy, not just defeat. 19. Carradine and Edwards tested their nerd looks during Rush Week. To prep for filming, they attended real frat events in full costume. The response? Instant rejection. One frat president simply said, "No way." It was the perfect proof that their outfits and the nerd energy were spot on. 20. The cast partied hard with real students. Filming felt like summer camp. Between scenes, the actors partied with University of Arizona students, complete with beer, late nights, and chaos. Anthony Edwards said it felt less like work and more like one long, unforgettable college experience. Nerds by day, legends by night. And that's Revenge of the Nerds, the movie that proved being different might just make you iconic. Hit like, subscribe, and drop your favorite nerd moment below.